Hi, this is SJ Talks and Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that like button. If you hear some yelling throughout the video, that's my son. He likes to go back and forth with people on his game. So if you hear some yelling in the background, that's my son. But this is an important video. I really want to get this out. I really want to get this out. Um, I think this is important for me to get this out. You guys know, if you guys that watch me on a regular basis, you know I keep it 100 on here, right? And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm passionate about my people. I'm passionate about uh, I'm passionate about what happens to my people, but I'm also passionate about what happens within the community amongst my people. So I'm passionate about that too. So you guys know, you watch me on a regular basis, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I say, you know, you're not gonna always, people can't always be coming on here um, saying tickling ears. It's not about tickling ears all the time. It's about speaking the truth. I did a video talking about the YouTube mommies. Um, Jazz Live and Straw Mommy Chrissy a while back. I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description box. Um, I'll just put the link to that. They're not gonna like what I have to say, but it's just something got to be said. I'm not a reactor. I'm not trying to be, because I don't have time to come on here and talk about the same people and day out, day in and day out. And I'm not a gossiper. So, but um, I know those are the three mommy channels. I like to watch family content on YouTube. Um, but those are the three main mommy channels that I like to watch. It's another young lady. I watch her by the name of it's another young lady. She has 12 kids. But she keeps a low profile. I think I did a video about her a while back, and then I watched another young lady on here. Her name is Zeta Zamone, um, young teenage mom. I watch her, um, but I like to watch the family channels. Um, but what I like to see when I watch the family channel, let me explain to you. When I watch these family channels, what I like to see is family content. I like to see how, because I only had two kids, so um, it's fascinating to see how people navigate taking care. I also watched this family called the Tribe of Many. Tribe of Many is a white lady named Sarah. She's married to an Ethiopian black man, but they're a blessed couple. They're a wonderful couple. I mean, she's a great mom. They're a blessed. They really are a blessed couple. I also enjoy watching that channel. But when I look for when I watch the family channels, it's just very I'm very fascinated with people with. I think three kids is a lot. I only had two, so I think three kids, anything more than three kids is a lot to me. It's a lot of kids to me. So it kind of fascinates me to see how people navigate taking care of lots of kids. I'm fascinated by that. I'm amazed by that, especially particularly single moms. I like to see how they juggle taking care of multiple children and stuff. So that's really interesting to me. So, and when I watch the family channels, I like to watch that content, just that family channels, family content, like meal preparation, you interacting with the children, family outings, stuff like that. I even like to watch the cleaning videos and the home tours and things like that. That's the type of stuff that I like to watch. The cooking videos I love, because I like to do cooking videos, so I like to watch that as well. So when I look at family content, those are types of things. I'm not really like I watch the Prince family. I'm not really into the pranks. They like to do a lot of pranks. I'm not really into all those pranks. Um, I just really like to strictly watch the family content, you know. Um, and like if you going on they like you taking the children out on all outings and things like that. You interacting with the children and things like that. Cooking videos and things, meal preparations, snack preparation and stuff like that. What I don't like to see is when I tune into these channels, I don't like to see women, the mothers coming on here bashing other YouTube or other single moms and putting all their business in the street, spilling all their tea, putting all their business in the street, talking about inappropriate things, them talking about putting their business, spilling their own tea and putting their stuff out there. And then when I tune into these channels, and these are the three mommies, Strong Mommy Chrissy, Jazz, and Liv. It's the ones that I watch. I don't watch Liv as much as I do Strong Mommy Chrissy and Jazz. I don't watch her as much, but I watch her. That's what I don't like to see. I don't like to see. Now they do hair reviews and stuff like that too. I like to watch those too from time to time because I like them pieces. So yeah, I like to watch those too from time to time, or when they do endorsements, and that's okay too. But what I don't like to see is them coming on here trash talking each other and saying inappropriate things. That's what I want to address. They just keep going back and forth with this drama, and then they're coming on here and they're saying all this inappropriate stuff, talking about um, what she did, and I'm not gonna repeat everything that's being said. Talking about what she did, what they did, it's a mess. It's just a mess. It's just a hot mess, and it makes us black women look bad. That's what I want to address. It makes us black women look terrible, and we wonder why. It's that type of behavior and that type of conduct that makes black men look at us like we're already having this issue with black men constantly bashing us. And when you get black women on here, on this platform, and display that type of behavior, that's problematic because that's not helping our case. That's not helping us. And we get judged as black women, we get judged as a collective. We get judged as a collective. So when they see when the black manosphere sees that, they're gonna be like, see how these black women is. You see how they is. That's why we don't fool with them. Ain't none of them no good, and that's why we don't fool with them. You see that it's like that's it, and this is what we're trying to as black women. We're trying to get that. We're trying to get that off of us. We're trying to get them to see us as individuals. We're not trying to. That's what we want. That's what we don't want is them sitting here, coming on here, judging us as a collective and saying that we're all the same. But when these young ladies come on here with that kind of conduct, it doesn't help our case as black women. As black women, it makes us all look bad. Now, I don't know if they in cahoots and they're trying to do this to get content because YouTubers, they be doing stuff. They be pulling all kind of tricks out the hat to try to get content. Or they really beefing like this. I don't know. I just know that, and they're not gonna like what I have to say. But I don't care because it makes all black women look bad, particularly young black women, and young black women. Um, you know, we gotta as black women we gotta watch our conduct. We have to watch our conduct. We gotta watch the way we move out here. Everything is not for social media. And that's what these young ladies need to understand. If you're gonna be on YouTube to make your paper, I get it. Because it's an opportunity for them to stay at home with their children, and I think it's a absolutely wonderful way for them to make money to stay home with their children. But This is not the, if you're going to come on here and make your paper, make your paper. Do your family content, make your paper, keep it clean. But all this coming on here with all this talking this garbage, I call it garbage, talking about all this nastiness and talking about calling coming on here spilling each other's tea, still spilling your own tea. On top of spilling each other's tea, you're spilling your own tea. And children, both of these mothers have children. All of these mothers have children. All of them have children. They have young children, and then so their oldest children are getting to an impressionable age where they can look on social media and see all this stuff. What messages are they sending? They both have daughters. What messages are you sending to your daughters? You're sending a message to your daughters that it's okay to trash talk other females, to talk about fighting other females. I mean, to go out and have a do certain things and have a certain conduct. I mean, that's the type of message that you want to send to your daughters. I'm not saying when I was that age and younger that I was perfect. No, I'm not going to say that. But I did my dirt before social media. Okay? And even if there was social media back then, I'm not about to, and ain't no way I was going to come on here and put all my business out there in the street. Because we just didn't. Generation X, we are Generation X. Generation X don't move that way. Most of us in Generation X do not move that way. Even if there was social media, we wouldn't have moved like that. Everything is not for social media. And even back in when we were that age, Gen X, my generation, we were back that age, and if we did certain things, well, we kept it under the hat. We kept it on the low low. We might talk to a close girlfriend about it, but that's about it. Somebody you could trust. We didn't put our business out there in the street. We didn't air our dirty laundry out there in the street. We watched our conduct. We still carried ourselves in a certain way. We watched our conduct. We kept everything behind closed doors. And that's what I'm saying with the social media. And I know it's tons of it now, and times are different. But it's just certain things that don't need to be put on social media. It's just certain things that you need to keep off of social media. This tit for tat, and going back and forth and putting each other's tea out there, putting their own tea out there. That's just stupid. It's stupid, and it makes black women look terrible, and it makes black women look horrible. It makes us all look bad as a collective. And that's when and then the black manosphere look at that and they're saying, see? Bet you they talking about it right now. And it's you would think like I'm like, where's the humility? My thought was, where is the humiliation? Where's the pride? Where's the humiliation? Aren't these ladies humiliated? Some of the things that was coming out their mouth, aren't there? Where's the humiliation? Where's the pride? They don't have no pride. Ain't they got no pride? Ain't got no pride. I'm just disappointed in them. And I love the three mommies, but I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed. I would have the same conversation with my daughter if I had one. I'm very disappointed. And I know that if their mothers probably wouldn't be happy to see that. Just not happy to see this thing going on. And them putting their business all out here on like that. It's just not the kind of conduct that needs to be on YouTube. These young ladies need to start moving better. These young ladies need to stop moving like this. Particularly when you have children. I mean, I've talked about that in other videos. Particularly when you have children. When you have children, you have to watch your conduct. You should, because the kids don't do what they tell. They do what you say. They do what they see you do. And You want to set a good example as a mother. You want to set a good example for your kids. You can show your children better than you can tell them. And sometimes they still do what they want to do, but hey, at least you know that you showed a good example. At least they can look at you with pride and say, well, my mom is a good mom and she carried herself with dignity and respect. At least my sons ain't got to go out here in the street and hear about, mama being a thought, you know, bottom line, bar none. You know what I mean? So it's just when you're a mother, it's a certain way you need to move when you're a mother. When you're a woman, period, particularly when you're a mother, it's a certain way you need to move. Now, I'm not saying they need to be walking around here, like they're a nun or anything, but it's to come on now, to come on social media and put all this stuff out here for the World Wide Web, for your children to click in and watch this stuff. You get to be in your 50s because you're not the same person in your 50s as you are in your 30s. When you be in your 50s and you're looking back at this stuff, because I'm at a stage in my life where I don't know about you guys that's 50 plus and up, but I'm at a stage in my life where I start starting to look at my life in retrospect, and I start to look back at different things mistakes I made, and things that I, didn't like about decisions that I made that I didn't like, that things that I could have did better, how I could have moved better on certain things and stuff like that. But it is what it is. I learned from those experiences. Whatever I went through, I learned from them. But you kind of still look back in retrospect. These ladies you're not the same person at 50 than you are at 30. So these ladies gonna look back at 50. They get God bless them to get to be 50, and they look back in retrospect at all this. They're a different person. They look back and hopefully they're a different person, and they look back in retrospect at all this. They're not gonna like what they see, and they're gonna wish that they had moved differently. And ultimately, it does affect the children, and so that's what I'm saying. They need to stop this stuff. Stop it. Just if you don't like each other, just go about your own separate ways. If I didn't like somebody, okay, I didn't mess with them. And that's putting it nicely. If I didn't like somebody, I didn't mess with them. Plain and simple. I just ain't gonna mess with you. If I don't like you, I just ain't gonna mess with you. Not too many people I don't like, but if I don't like you, I'm just not gonna mess with you. Am I gonna go out here in these streets and bad mouth you and talk about you? No, it don't make no sense to do that. I ain't got time to do that. I just ain't gonna mess with you. They don't like me, they just ain't gonna mess with me. It's called being a mature adult and not coming on social media and spewing all kind of unnecessary stuff that people don't need to hear. And then they already got all these reactors that talk about them on a regular basis. Now you putting an extra battery in their back, and you're giving them extra content, and it's all this turns into a big old mess. And then of course the black manosphere is looking at that like, I told you wasn't none of them no good. Black ladies, we gotta do better. Now I know you young ladies, and I talked about this in another video, don't like to listen to us older black women, but we didn't been where you're trying to go. How you expect to even attract a decent man if you coming on here with all this mess? How do you expect to even attract a decent man? The fact that you got children that's working against you there. You're a black woman, single black mother that's working against you there. But then you coming on social media and all this stuff. How are you supposed to expect to attract a decent man if that's what you want? You got to watch your conduct. You got to move a certain way. In order to get respect, you have to respect yourself. Nobody's going to respect you unless you respect yourself. You know, Nobody's going to show you respect unless you respect yourself. Bottom line, young black ladies need to move better. Call us older black women bitter or jealous all you want, but it's the truth. Y'all need to move better. And stop putting your business out here on social media. Everything is not for social media. Seriously. Everything is not for social media. It's called moving in silence. And even if you don't like with somebody, that's on social media. If I didn't like someone that was on social media that's on this platform, okay, well, I just ain't gonna fool with her. I'm not gonna come on here and be trying to put her business all in the street. I wouldn't want her coming on here putting my business in the street. That's crazy. It's immature and it's stupid. And it comes a time when, especially when you get to be past 30, it's time to grow up. These mommies need to grow up. Mommies, you need to grow up. And this needs to stop. And if your mommy ain't telling you, I'm going to tell you. Y'all need to stop this stuff. It is not cool. It's not cute. And it's not okay. You are mothers for Christ's sakes and you have children. And you need to watch your conduct and you need to move a certain way. And God don't like ugly. I know they're not gonna like what I have to say, but oh well, it's just something that need to be said. I keep it real over here and I don't sugarcoat. I would tell if I had a daughter, I would tell her the same thing. I sure most certainly would. My granddaughter gets older, I have a granddaughter and she gets older, and I would tell her the same thing. Same thing with my grandson. I keep it real with my sons too. So it is what it is. But this is coming from a place of love. Do better. Be better, ladies. Be better, ladies. Watch your conduct. Set a good example for your children. Watch how you move. Be better and do better. All right, hit me up in that comment section. Hit the like, subscribe, and share until the next video. Be blessed.